Good evening, I am Michael Pierre.
And I am Soanna Gordon.
And together we bring you EmoNews nightly package for Monday, July 27, 2026.
In the headlines this evening,
Delhi's Reunion 2026 officially opens with celebrations of community and heritage.
police investigate death of Portsmouth man.
Solstice Marine wins the 2026 poker run.
Tibo reunion opens with parade, pride and celebration.
Anguilla landfill fire contained after 25 hours.
Pakistan monsoon death toll surpasses 100.
Guyana pays tribute to cricket legend Sir Garfield Sobers.
And Dominica wins multiple medals at Windward Island School Games.
Stay tuned for these and more stories in just a moment. First up in local news, the Delhi's Reunion 2026 officially got underway on Sunday evening with an opening ceremony at the Delhi's playing field, bringing together residents, returning nationals and visitors in a celebration of community, culture and heritage. Members of the Reunion Committee reflected on the months of planning that went into organizing the event and expressed gratitude to sponsors, volunteers, and supporters whose contributions made the reunion possible. They also encouraged everyone to take part in the week's activities and enjoy the opportunity to reconnect with family and friends.
Today, history is being written. For the first time in the history of our beloved village, the people of Delhi have come together for a reunion. Not simple to celebrate an event, but to celebrate our identity, our heritage, our resilience, and the enduring bond that unties as one family. Earlier today, we gathered in worship to thank the Almighty God for His blessings and to dedicate this reunion into His hands. Now, with grateful hearts and joyful spirits, we gather to celebrate all that Delhi has been, all that it is today, and all that, by God's grace, it will become. To our sons and daughters who have traveled from across Dominica, the Caribbean, America, Canada, Guadeloupe, Martinique, and wherever life has led you, thank you for making the journey home. Some of you have been away for months, others for years, and some, this is your very first time home for a very, very, very long time. Yet, no matter how far life has taken you, Delhi has never stopped being part of your home. So welcome home, bienvenue, welcome back to your roots.
Parliamentary representative for the La Plaine constituency, the Honorable Cassandra Williams, also addressed the gathering, welcoming everyone home and highlighting the importance of preserving the community's culture while strengthening ties among residents and the diaspora.
The chosen theme speaks directly to the values that have always defined Delhi's. Love is what binds families together, strengthens friendships, inspires volunteerism, and encourages us to lend a helping hand when our neighbors are in need. Love is also the foundation upon which communities grow, prosper, and overcome challenges. When we unite in love, we discover that our greatest strength is not found in our individual achievements, but in what we accomplish together. It is through unity that we preserve our rich traditions, strengthen our social bonds, create opportunities for our young people, care for our elderly, and build a stronger, more resilient community for future generations. This reunion is therefore not simply about returning home. It is about reconnecting with our roots, celebrating our future, our culture, honoring those who came before us, and inspiring those who will carry Dalis into the future. Throughout this reunion, we will celebrate our history through cultural exhibitions, music, cuisine, sports, heritage activities, environmental initiatives, community outreach, and family gatherings. These activities are designed not only to entertain, but to educate, inspire, and strengthen our sense of belonging. Importantly, this reunion also provides an opportunity to think beyond the festivities. It invites every one of us to ask, how can I contribute to the development of Dalis?
The ceremony featured prayers, the national anthem, a reunion overview, the unveiling of the calendar of events, sponsor recognition, cultural performances by the Dalis and Petit Savan cultural groups, and the official declaration of the reunion open. The week-long reunion will feature a variety of cultural, sporting, and community activities aimed at celebrating the history, achievements, and enduring spirit of the Dalis community. Police have confirmed that 67-year-old Alcide Simon has died at the Dominica-China Friendship Hospital after being examined by a doctor. His body has been taken to a funeral home pending an autopsy.
67-year-old Alcide Simon of Portsmouth was transported via ambulance from the Reginald Fitzroy Armour Hospital to the Accident and Emergency Department of the Dominica-China Friendship Hospital on the evening of Saturday, the 25th day of July, 2026, after complaining of being beaten in Portsmouth sometime on Friday, the 24th of July, 2026. Later that same Saturday evening, Alcide Simon was examined and pronounced dead at the Dominica-China Friendship Hospital by a doctor. His body was taken to a funeral home pending an autopsy.
Police are continuing investigations into the circumstances surrounding Simon's death. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Portsmouth Police Station, the Criminal Investigations Department, Crime Stoppers, or the nearest police station. The 2026 Poker Run ended on a high note, drawing hundreds of boating enthusiasts and spectators for a day of excitement along Dominica's west coast. The event got underway at Le Village Beach in Canefield, where participating teams gathered for registration and the first card draw. From there, the flotilla made stops at Mero, Salisbury, and Bellol beaches before ending at Poker City, where the winning hand was revealed. The day was filled with entertainment, featuring lively music from popular DJs, energetic crowds, and activities including dominoes, volleyball, face-offs, and more at several of the stops. At the end of the competition, Solstick Marine emerged as the overall winners of the 2026 Poker Run.
The winners of the 2026 Poker Run go to with 53 points. Make some noise for Solstick!
Good evening, viewers. This is EmoNews, and what a wonderful day it was. Today we are here with the winners of Poker Run 2026. Let's hear from the captain who won this $10,000. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you. I have to thank my team and everybody that supported us along the way. We had some hiccups, but we were here today to participate fully. And then we want to thank everybody for supporting us.
Did you expect to win today?
Yeah, we were pretty confident. We saw a grasshopper this morning, so to speak.
How are you guys going to share that $10,000?
Well, we're going to organize for us to make at least the marine department a little bit more better, so we can include different type of services and so.
All right. So congratulations to you guys, and let me hear a big shout out to everybody.
The Tibo reunion officially got underway on Saturday with a colorful opening parade, bringing together residents, returnees, and visitors for the start of the celebrations. The opening ceremony featured speeches and a warm welcome with Prime Minister and Parliamentary Representative for the constituency, the Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, among those addressing the gathering. Cecilia Etienne of South Florida described it as a blessing to return home and praised the younger generation for successfully organizing the reunion, saying it was inspiring to see children of 20 years ago bring the event to life.
Many of you remember the 28th reunion, 18 years ago, while we the adults were busy engaging, reconnecting with family and friends, our children, they were visiting Tibo, they were experiencing the village. These children found something bigger than themselves in Tibo, here in the village of Tibo. I remember months later seeing my son standing above the rock with a rod, like Moses, like he was about to part the sea. Never could we have imagined, us adults in Tibo during that reunion, that those children would carry this reunion forward. They created a reunion to fit their generation, so that that generation can move and build future generations forward.
Featured speaker Mima Raphael reflected on Tibo's rich history, highlighting how the village has shaped generations and continues to inspire pride among its people.
It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today. When I was asked to be your keynote speaker for this grand reunion addressing the theme, Honoring the Past, Building Our Future, I quickly realized that I had been given the biggest task imaginable. How do you summarize a story of a village that has shaped generations? How do you capture decades of sacrifice, laughter, and love in just a few minutes? Then I remembered a fundamental truth about Tibo. Everyone here has a story. Every home tells a story. And today, I do not want to tell the definitive history of Tibo. I just want to share our story. People often ask me, what made growing up in Tibo so special? Was it the rugged, beautiful coastline, the scenic hills, the rivers, the fertile soil, or the breathtaking scenery? Yes, but that's only part of the answer. What truly makes Tibo special is its people. Our geography surrounded us with beauty, but it also kept us close.
Adding to the celebrations, Lil Octave performed the official reunion song, creating an atmosphere of joy and excitement as the crowd joined in the festivities.
We come
The ceremony concluded with the lighting of the ceremonial flame by Mrs. Francilla Massicot, symbolizing the enduring spirit of Tibo and representing its past, present, and future.
As the flame is lit, may it serve as a beacon of hope, unity, and pride throughout this reunion and beyond.
Senior citizen groups from the northeastern part of the island gathered yesterday at the Ebenezer Methodist Church to celebrate the 21st anniversary of the Wesley Senior Citizens Group, which will soon be renamed the Jewels of Wesley. President of the group, Mrs. Carlotta Dodds, highlighted the many activities and initiatives undertaken by the organization over the years.
Regular hangout spot is Cruise Spa or GA Escape or Public Touching. And when we get there, we really enjoy it. We either cook on the beach or we take it on with us, so we always have a good time. We have had exchange visits with Woodford Hill, Carib Territory. We have also shared beach outings with Woodford Hill. For the past 2 years, we have participated in DCOA's Sports Day, and we continue to shine. We continue to shine. The first year, we won 7 places. 7, yes, 7. The second year, 2025, we participated in the National Sports Day and Walk of Ages.
Several members were also recognized for their years of commitment and dedicated service to the group.
Miss Veronica Shaw, Miss Lynn Edwards, Telema,
Miss Lynn.
Eureka Telema.
Messages of solidarity were delivered by representatives of the Calibishi Golden Age Group, the Woodford Hill Senior Citizens Group, and the Kalinago Senior Citizens Group. Representatives of the Dominica Council on Aging were also in attendance to commemorate the milestone. Remarks on behalf of Council President Nigel Lawrence were delivered by Josephine Dublin Prince. Parliamentary representative for the Wesley constituency, Honorable Fidel Grant, made a contribution of $1,000 to the group. He commended its members for their dedication and encouraged them to continue serving the needs of senior citizens in the community.
Therefore, I will contribute to ensuring that all your transportation costs, whatever outings that you may have, is met. Also, on behalf of my wife and myself, I would like to make a contribution of $1,000 to your activities this week. Once again, congratulations and all the best on your 21st anniversary. Thank you.
EmoNews congratulates the Wesley Senior Citizens Group on reaching this significant milestone and extend best wishes for many more years of fellowship, service, good health, and meaningful contributions to the community. And finally, in local news, Valentine Popon, a well-known Dominican businessman, has passed away. He was widely recognized as the father of Melissa Popon Skerrit, the parliamentary representative for Roseau Central, and wife of Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit. Tributes have begun, with many describing him as a kind, generous businessman who made significant contributions to Dominica's business community and national development. EmoNews extends the deepest and heartfelt condolences to his wife, Mrs. Popon, Melissa Popon Skerrit, other children, Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, the Popon family, relatives, friends, and all who are mourning his passing. May his soul rest in eternal peace. And that concludes our local news. Regional highlights with Sawana Gordon coming up next.
Tico, that's $800. Cash or card?
When cash is low, Tico is still ready.
always card Chalo. Would you like a copy of the receipt? No, Chalo. NBD already sent me the alert and I'll see it on Mo Banking later. That is it. From card to farm. Power your business with the NBD Small Business Credit Card. Your partner, your bank.
In regional news this evening, Grenada recently hosted the 54th Conference of Public Service Associations, welcoming public service leaders from across the Caribbean to discuss the future of the region's public service. Addressing the conference, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell emphasized the vital role of public officers in national development and called on labor organizations to prepare workers for a rapidly evolving world. He urged a focus on lifelong learning, digital transformation, innovation, leadership, regional collaboration, and strategic partnerships, while reaffirming Grenada's commitment to building a modern, people-centered public service. The Anguilla Fire and Rescue Service says the fire remains active but has now been contained, with the rate of spread significantly reduced following continuous overnight operations. Fire crews, supported by heavy equipment and water tenders, are working to separate, cool, and extinguish burning materials, while exposing and tackling remaining hotspots to prevent further flare-ups. The landfill continues to generate intense heat and heavy smoke, and access to the site remains restricted to essential and authorized waste vehicles. Environmental officers are also monitoring conditions at the landfill. Let's hear from the Chief Fire Officer in Anguilla.
Okay, so pretty much in summary, we did receive the call, even started flown from the airport. So we immediately responded. After we conduct an assessment, we realized that it's a joint venture between not only firefighting operation, but we are on the heavy equipment. So we did get a lot of heavy equipment, also a lot of water truck supports. We did manage to bring it under control late, probably like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., bring it under control. And it's now in an area that the fire spread is very limited. So we have a tire separated one area, and also we have the metal that was also on fire one area. The main focus last night was to control the metal area, because that could have also spread it to other areas in the corridor. Right? Today now, our efforts now is focusing on trying now to control the area with the tires, which is to try to bring down, that smoke plumes that definitely can cause, affect person with breathing problems and so on.
Authorities are urging motorists to exercise caution when traveling near the area due to the presence of emergency vehicles, water tenders, and possible smoke. The Anguilla Fire and Rescue Service says suppression efforts will continue until the fire is fully extinguished, and has thanked the public for its patience, understanding, and cooperation. Guyana's President Irfan Ali has appointed a 5-member commission of inquiry to investigate the MV Barima disaster, with Belizean jurist Godfrey Smith named as chairman. The commission will examine the circumstances surrounding the ferry's capsizing, including passenger loading, safety procedures, the vessel's seaworthiness, and whether negligence or misconduct contributed to the tragedy. It will also review the search and rescue response, compliance with ferry regulations, and the actions of the vessel's captain and crew. The MV Barima capsized on July 19th while traveling from Georgetown to Port Kaituma. Authorities later confirmed the ferry was carrying more passengers than initially reported, and the captain and another crew member tested positive for marijuana following the incident. And finally, on the regional scene, St. Lucia's Minister for Housing, Local Government and Urban Renewal, Richard Frederick, has proceeded on what the government says is his annual vacation leave, amid continued public calls for his resignation after being questioned by police in connection with a criminal investigation. In a statement issued on Friday, the Office of the Prime Minister announced that Frederick will be on leave until August 27th. During his absence, Minister for Infrastructure, Ports, Transport, Physical Development and Urban Renewal, Sean Edward, will oversee the housing and urban renewal portfolios, while Senior Minister Stevenson King has been assigned responsibility for local government. The Office of the Prime Minister said the temporary assignments are part of the government's standard practice to ensure the uninterrupted administration of ministerial responsibilities whenever ministers take annual leave. It also thanked the public for its understanding and reaffirmed its commitment to maintaining the delivery of government services. Police have not laid any charges against Frederick, who has denied any wrongdoing. The Office of the Prime Minister's statement made no reference to the police investigation or suggested any link between the investigation and the leave. That's all for Original News this evening. We'll be right back with international news.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. In your blast up and rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
In international news, firefighters in France and Spain are continuing efforts to contain major wildfires threatening areas in the cities of Bordeaux and Madrid, as soaring temperatures fuel the fast-moving blazes. French President Emmanuel Macron has chaired a crisis meeting to coordinate his country's response, while Spanish authorities say wildfires near Madrid remain active and uncontrolled. In southwestern France, officials say the fires have become so intense that they have created a rare fire clouds, a phenomenon never before recorded in the country. Meteorologists warn that temperatures are expected to rise further in the coming days, increasing the risk of additional fire activity. Europe is experiencing an unusually severe wildfire season this summer. Experts say an abnormally wet winter, followed by prolonged heat and dry conditions, has contributed to the spread and intensity of the fires. Emergency crews in both countries remain on high alert as efforts continue to protect communities and contain the blazes. And finally, on the international scene, at least 107 people have died and 344 others have been injured as heavy monsoon rains and flooding continue to batter Pakistan, according to the country's National Disaster Management Authority. The fatalities, recorded since the start of the monsoon season in late June, have been concentrated in the provinces of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Punjab, with many victims killed when homes and roofs collapsed during the torrential rains. Authorities have established relief camps to shelter displaced residents. Emergency response teams remain on the ground, working to drain floodwaters and assist affected communities, while officials continue to warn residents to avoid low-lying areas. Pakistan's meteorological department says another spell of heavy rain is expected later this week, raising concerns that the death toll and damage could continue to rise as the monsoon season is forecast to last until September. And that's it for international news. The sporting highlights with Sawana Gordon continues.
From the outside.
Sit down, my girl. Sit down.
Tina coming up on the outside.
Look it.
I don't know.
In tonight's sports news, Dominica's athletes have made an impressive start to the 2026 Windward Island School Games in St. Lucia, collecting several medals on the opening day of the athletics competition. Karim John Baptiste claimed gold in the triple jump with a winning leap of 14.55 meters. Akisha Luke earned 2 silver medals in the 400 and 800 meters, while Jariah Lewis secured bronze in the long jump, and Shanice Frank took bronze in the 1,500 meters. Jamichael Teat also delivered a strong performance, winning gold in the discus and silver in the shot put to add to Dominica's medal tally. Competition shifted to the team sports on day 2, where Dominica endured a challenging outing. The national football team suffered a 2-1 defeat to Grenada, while the netball team went down 47-10 to host nation St. Lucia. In volleyball, both Dominican teams were also defeated by Grenada. The boys lost 3-1, while the girls were narrowly beaten 3-2. Dominican cricketer Kavem Hodge produced another solid performance for the West Indies, ending the opening day of the first test against Pakistan unbeaten on 83. Hodge anchored the innings with a patient knock, helping the hosts recover from early setbacks to close on 194 for 3 in the rain-affected match. Several high-ranking officials in Guyana signed a condolence book in honor of Caribbean cricket legend and national hero, the Right Excellent Sir Garfield Sobers, at the Roraima Duke Lodge in Kingston, Georgetown. Leading the tributes was President Dr. Irfan Ali, who was joined by Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Mohabir Anil Nandal, CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carlo Barnett, and Minister within the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports, Stephen Jacobs. The signing of the condolence book forms part of Guyana's tribute to Sir Garfield Sobers, whose outstanding contributions to cricket and the Caribbean have earned him admiration across the region and around the world. And in local football news, Mighty Avengers emerged victorious in a thrilling Dominica Football Association Premier League encounter on Friday, defeating Southeast 3-2 under the lights. Fans were treated to an entertaining contest as both teams battled from start to finish in a match that produced 5 goals and plenty of exciting moments. Mighty Avengers capitalized on the opportunities to secure all 3 points, while Southeast fought hard but fell just short despite a spirited performance. The victory strengthens Mighty Avengers' campaign as the DFA Premier League season continues. And finally, in tonight's sports package, in keeping with its mandate to raise the standard of football across the island, the Dominica Football Association hosted an Under-16 Girls Development League Festival on Saturday at the Technical Center in Stock Farm. Young female footballers from grassroots programs island-wide took to the field in friendly competitions to showcase the skills that they have been learning in their respective grassroots programs. The DFA says that they are committed to the improvement of women's football in Dominica. Let's hear from Technical Director Jerome Badwill. And that's all the sports for this evening. We'll be right back with the weather report.
Welcome to the weather broadcast for today, Monday, the 27th of July, 2026. From our studios in Jimit, I'm your presenter, Marshall Alexander. We are in the hurricane season as we take a look at our surface jet analysis. With Dominica here in the green circle, we are monitoring 2 tropical waves out in the Atlantic. This wave here expected to approach the area sometime during tomorrow, Tuesday. And the second wave here out in the far eastern Atlantic expected to approach the area sometime within the next 5 days or so. So we will be monitoring these features as they move closer to the Lesser Antilles. Now, taking a look at satellite imagery, here we can see movement of clouds associated with these features. Dominica here again in that green circle. We are seeing some Saharan dust in this region here as well. And here we can see the cloudiness associated with a tropical wave expected to approach the area sometime during tomorrow, Tuesday. And out in the far eastern Atlantic, you can see that area of cloudiness associated with that second tropical wave expected to approach the area within the next 5 days or so. Now, taking a closer look, Dominica did experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies throughout today as some multi-layered clouds moved across the island. Now, taking a look at earlier radar imagery, which indicates rainfall, here we can see a few pockets of light to moderate showers which moved across Dominica earlier today, with this morning the interior experiencing an increase in shower activity mainly across the interior this morning. Now, taking a look at Saharan dust, here we can see the movement of Saharan dust here on satellite, with an increase in Saharan dust concentration expected during tonight here as this dust continues to move across the Lesser Antilles. So we're advising people with respiratory sensitivities to be on alert and to avoid complications. A reduction in Saharan dust expected during the passage of that tropical wave during tomorrow, with an increase again in Saharan dust concentration expected by Wednesday. Again, people with respiratory sensitivities be on alert and exercise necessary precautions. As a result, the forecast for tonight, weather is expected to be fair to occasionally cloudy and hazy, with a few isolated showers, with temperatures expected to be down to 25 degrees Celsius on the coast and 24 degrees Celsius in the interior. Winds generally coming from the northeast near 30 kilometers per hour. And tomorrow, Tuesday, due to the approach of the tropical wave, we expect to see an increase in moisture levels across the island, with conditions becoming partly cloudy to cloudy and hazy, with a few scattered showers. We can also expect some isolated thunderstorms mainly during the morning and late afternoon period due to the approach of that tropical wave. So advising people in areas prone to flooding, landslides and falling rocks be on alert and exercise caution during tomorrow during the passage of that tropical wave. Partly cloudy skies can be expected on Wednesday and Thursday, and also hazy conditions expected to linger with a few scattered showers. Temperatures expected to increase from 32 to 33 degrees Celsius on Wednesday and Thursday. And also we expect to see an increase in wind speeds, with wind speeds going from 35 kilometers per hour to 45 kilometers, or between 40 to 45 kilometers per hour on Wednesday and Thursday. Hold on to your hats. Again, we expect to see also an increase in seas, with waves peaking up to 7 feet tomorrow and increasing to 2.5 meters or 8 feet on Wednesday and Thursday. So we're advising small craft operators, sea bathers, be on alert and exercise caution, as a small craft advisory will be in effect on Wednesday and Thursday. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:46 a.m. and sunset will be at 6:37 p.m. High tide tomorrow will be at 2:08 a.m. and 3:42 p.m. and low tide will be at 9:26 a.m. and 8:27 p.m. Remember that we are in the hurricane season. Scan our QR code here to follow us on our WhatsApp channel, and also search Dominica Met to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at weather.gov.bn. Thank you for joining us. See you again next time. Stay safe.
This has been EmoNews Nightly Package for July 27, 2026. I am your presenter, Soana Gordon.
And I am Michael Pierre.
Remember, Tibo reunion activities continues this week, as well as Daly's reunion. This is also Dominica's staycation. Remember to go out and have fun with your families.
Do have a lovely evening.